plus gyro that we've seen from some other teams as well, position 5 plus, and he's been shielding gyro. It's almost impossible to do. This has to be like one of the strongest lanes to try to push, like try to get some trades against Gyrocopter in the lane, because he has a Photic Shield, plus he has Rocket Barrage.
Okay. Let's go Pangolier. Just trying to stall out that aggression. We talk about catch. Kind of forgot to mention the Pangolier, but what are the lanes?
Natsumi Beastmaster.
Yeah, I was like, with the Abaddon pick, they've played it off lane, right, on force. I think 3 times that was the stat. So as soon as they picked it up, it is a matter of Beast goes to carry, Abu is off lane, and it is going to be the support Gyrocopter. So it has been something that OG have been holding in. Of course, Heroic have kind of pioneered it in recent tournaments that the Gyro 5 can be playable. I think for OG, they're looking to be absolute menaces in this game, because I'm not seeing the take over the entire map from BB to completely break them. It kind of feels like Pango and Marcy have to do a lot of work to stop OG from just getting online.
Do we have a favorite draft coming out here from the teams?
I've been very impressed by Abaddon's, mostly from the carry role, but if the game is going to slow down, like you are going to be having these, like, you have a save from Abaddon, you have a save from Shadow Demon, you have relatively tanky cores from Beastmaster, Storm, and Ava. These heroes don't die as easily. Want to see if BetBoom team can play some of these longer fights, but also I'm going to give a slight edge to BetBoom team in this one. I do like the double helm that they're going to be bringing from the side lanes, and also Pango, like these heroes don't have that big of a mana pool. So the one Diffusal Blade could, in the longer fights, which is type of the fights that OG wants to play, could be very, very strong.
Even if BB do win the early game, OG has the type of draft to show the comeback potential, like the magic that they can just win any type of game. So I'm really looking at how well BB could take over the early game and the discipline of OG.
And which lanes in particular are you looking for that for?
I feel like, again, the mid lane is really important between Pango and Storm. Either of them with active runes can break quite a lot of the map.
Yeah, is there a favorite? Like, does either of the two come out on top, or is it just...
They both just farm. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to find out what's going to happen in this game. But first, we are going to check in with Coach Armen.
Absolutely, Shiver. I have a very important question. I know that you probably got a lot of drafts in your head, and then you see that last series, you say, oh, carry Marcy. And then you steal it. You just take it. Is that what happened? Were you planning on carry, or did you steal it?
I mean, that's exactly how it goes. You know, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, usually a lot of people ban Marcy against us, so I'm actually surprised they let it through. But
too short.
Yeah, different teams, different ratings, I guess.
Okay. A lot of confidence potentially coming out from OG. What did you think about that curveball of the support gyro? Or was it a curveball for you? Were you expecting it?
We actually talked about it in the draft. Like, we expected that the gyro might be support, and they put the beast carry, which they did at the end.
Okay, so everything was falling within the chess pieces, you know? You had your plans, it's come to fruition, you knew what they were going to do. How do you think you're going to fare on this one? Will it be a 2-0? Do you think you're going to destroy them, absolutely obliterate them?
I mean, I think it's too early to say that it's going to be 2-0, but I think overall we're quite happy with our draft that we got, and yeah, may the better team win game 1.
Absolutely. Going to stomp them, going to obliterate them. They'll probably quit the tournament. Thank you so much for that interview as we go into the game to see how it's going.
Thank you so much, Slacks. We are into game 1 between OG and BetBoom. Props to RMN, Jonathan. Very good sportsmanship there. Just better team wins here today. Yep. Jonathan, we don't care about better teams. I ask you the hard question. Who came out with the better draft?
Oh, it's really hard to say this time around. Normally, when I see the Centaur, I think Workhorse later on. I think the cart comes in, the save is ridiculous. At the same time, this kind of game for Centaur in terms of maximizing Workhorse offensively,
1 minute in.
Not really amazing. Like, Marcy on a Workhorse is like kind of sad. It's not like you have Dusa on top, just doing damage. So I think overall, in terms of playing the longer game that OG tends to enjoy, I would like OG's draft maybe slightly more. I just feel like you can rely on the scaling from Natsumi and Force in this kind of game, and they can kind of do a lot of work later on. It's just a matter of how do you engage in. We are taking a gander at all of the lanes. Of course, mid lane, Yopaj has been doing some pretty good work up against GPK on his signature Storm, up against that Pangolier of GPK, of course, and that is to be somewhat expected. I mean, there's some play that can come in for GPK. I will say the support rotation later on, if Save can kind of spare the time and work his way onto mid for, say, sometimes the Water Rune, probably the Power Rune, that is where it can kind of get exciting up against Yopaj. You've got a lot of hold that can come in. Even Kataomi, if he's free enough to walk out and let Kiritich just soak and farm by himself, there's going to be a lot of play. The lane so far for Save, pretty straightforward. It is a Centaur plus Hoodwink lane, double stun lane that can be threatening to Natsumi. The boars are going to be a consistent issue coming out here, of course, from Natsumi. Just constant poke, constant shove, free damage onto anyone that comes in. There's the threat of using the boar slow into Rocket Barrage, chase down from Scam. And they already cut the tree line for Save, right? Like with the Wild Axes, there's not going to be a natural tree line you can rely on for the Bushwhack. So you're forced to plant the tree with the Acorn, and we've seen a lot of carry players just be on point with quality usage to just remove Bushwhack from the game. So it's not going to be a massive concern for Natsumi whatsoever. They are managing the lane nicely with the pulse, though, but it's not enough to really dissuade Natsumi here.
Gyro. You've got Scam on Pos 5 Gyrocopter, so it's kind of hard to even pressure him out. Pos 1 Gyro, I mean, yeah, it can be very frustrating, especially with that Rocket Barrage spam that can fly out later on, or even now even. We'll have to wait and see how they do go. Of course, how's the bot lane going? Of course, we've got a Kiritich
Pos 5 Gyro
one of
in
my
your
personal
pubs.
most hated heroes, along with Kataomi, against Tims and Nico. Now, I'm not... I don't really... Like, do you think this is a hard lane for Nico? I feel like it shouldn't be.
It's a boring lane. Like, if you get a little bit aggressive here in the Marcy, it can be annoying. At the same time, you've got the heal from Kataomi, so do you really care? For the most part, you really don't. You can just kind of go for a maximum build up on Bodyguard as a carry if you'd want to play greedier here, and if Kiritich expects a slower game, he could, but normally you always go maximum rebound first. We'll have to see. It's just such a passive lane that I don't necessarily see the full value in going all in on the rebound. Getting some aggression off onto Tims, but you know, Nico's always there with the Aphotic Shield as well. The one thing I'll say for OG is that, normally when you see Nico Abaddon, we've seen a lot of games in Wallachia already where his Abba just is off to a slow start. He's forced to jungle. You know, you've got the Shadow Demon to kind of help with those stacks. This time around, the lane isn't awful for him. Like, he can farm. He's not going to be under kill threat anytime soon. So I'd like to see what he can do with some decent timings into, say, maybe a Radiance build up this game. He could opt for the Midas once more, even from an ahead position. I think Abaddon is one of those heroes that really wants EXP. No early rotation on those 400 water runes, so Yopaj and GPK are even there.
In big trouble.
You're
here,
dead.
Nico. He'll try to go for a run.
Deny.
Kiritich should have his way with him
Deny.
unless he can get
Nope,
the deny,
it's
but
not.
he can't. But Nico
Not denied. Oh, one more click.
Not
Oh
able
my
to
god.
finish the job. The Aphotic Shield just
First
in the nick of
blood
time.
sign.
But there you go. I was asking the question
Getting
earlier.
the rune.
Apparently it can be quite challenging.
And it can be. I mean, he's got to be pretty smart about his Aphotic Shield usage overall, of course. You kind of need that up against all the debuffs coming in from that Warlock. And Tims, he's going to have to rotate in and out of the triangle. So there are moments for Nico when he's going to be left alone, going to be a little bit of a sitting duck. He's off to, again, a slow start, but not as bad as what we've seen from previous times for Nico on his Abaddon. We've seen a lot of games where Nico's just completely
First blood dito, siguro first power
sacked.
rune.
And again, this is still a slower game, but
Ito na.
Bad.
Ito na, nauna
Top
na.
lane for Natsumi as Miero
Mali yung
able to
hula ko
secure
dun
first blood. Kataomi with the unexpected
Aga ng
rotation of the
rotation.
Warlock, but it certainly pays off as now even Scam not going
Patay.
to make it by the looks of it. They'll
Double
cut him
kill.
off, bushwhack him up. That'll be a double up the top lane. Very nice rotation from Kataomi.
Yeah, I like this read from the side of BetBoom. The side lanes are generally a little bit slower on the side of OG. When you think about where all of that activity happens, it tends to be from mid. I'm a bit surprised their target prioritization is onto these side lanes because, all right, Force will take some time to farm up Nico, on Abaddon, not the quickest farmer. Natsumi can kind of flash farm, though, on the Beastmaster, so I'm not sure how much he cares that he drags a 3-man rotation instead of Yopaj getting sacked. Like, that's kind of the ideal world for OG. The Storm, and maybe lagging a little bit behind now with GPK starting to get a little bit of an edge, but he's still got access to runes. He gets lucky with a power rune as well. A little bit of an escape mechanism, or at least a way to dodge out a little bit more with that illusion rune. And it's been a quiet game for Yopaj, but that tends to be one of his happiest cases when there's no pressure mid. He's allowed to just farm evenly. He can try to utilize his level 6. Mind you, that threat is ready on GPK, but he does opt for the standard farming 3-3-0 build. No roll just yet. So probably just wanting that full diffusal first and get that farm accelerated, which means, again, You've got enough tempo on the sidelines from BetBoom to kind of sustain even without the Pango rotation. We'll see how much more they keep that pressure up, as they are still keeping a few eyes up on Natsumi. Again, getting these waves dragged back, trying to pressure onto the Beastmaster, who I'm curious to see what Natsumi's build will be, if it's going to be an Ags Rush or something like the Dominator to keep that farm game going, and then kind of switch into the Ags later on. It kind of dictates how early Natsumi can kind of help out his other cores. And for BetBoom's part, I mean, they're happy enough, right? Like, this is a free lane for Kiritich. There's nothing slowing down our Marcy whatsoever. You're going to have the Dominator already up for Kiritich in short order, just a few hundred gold away. And once you're at that point, you know, we've seen some really good micro from those Dominators. The smoke breaks, just ways to be more annoying in these engagements. He's going to be set on that Marcy to be fairly well protected, unless you get some commitment from Yopaj, which I don't see coming out anytime soon. So you're in a nice quiet period here where BetBoom does have a bit more, although
Kiritich is going to be chased a little bit, but they can't really commit all the way. Nice little rotation again. Kanaomi going to ensure the Shadow Word is there to keep him healthy. And so no real pressure being applied here on this Marcy. I mean, she is a little bit behind when it comes to CS and net worth, as you can see. Overall, though, not the worst situation at all for good old Kiritich. Speaking of good situations, John, this Centaur Pango lane going very well, apparently.
That they have. Again, it's been pretty free so far. I think that additional pressure on Natsumi just freed up a lot of room for the side of BetBoom, for good old Miero to get a grip on his game. Their triangle's really intact as well. Same thing kind of goes for OG. The large camp is stacked up at the least.
Hello,
so again,
good
that
evening.
platform potential is there. I will say, I didn't quite have the space to
Let's
say it,
go,
but that was an
OG.
interesting slip of the tongue there, Mikey. Well, down bot, I don't think there's any situation where a gank onto your carry is pleasurable, but you know, you have your own way of enjoying Dota 2, I suppose, Mikey.
Well, what? Why is this about me now?
I don't know. It's you said it, not me. You know, it's on your mind, not mine.
Oh,
you know.
Well, I don't deny anything, John. OG.
Never sell, Mike.
John
Never.
Fire.
Yopaj.
Gonna
Gonna jump in Kiritich. He's gonna be targeted. Vortex back. They've got the Shadow Word. In fact, he's gonna rebound in, trying to go for a fight. Instead, Nico is gonna go down. It's not a good fight at all for OG, as they need to retreat. Kiritich confidently just turning around for the fight. And it seems like Skem also will have no way out. Yopaj, he's sticking around here. He'll try for Karaomi, but he's running quite low on mana here. The Storm, he's going to get bushwhacked up. Yopaj, he needs a zip TP out and he will commit it. But 4-0 already in the favor of BetBoom. What a fantastic start for the Radiant.
Oh yeah, wonderful time. Nico, not safe yet either. Does have at least a skill point for borrowed time, but already just a re-aggression coming out there from BetBoom down bot. Just consistent, knowing how strong this Marcy is at this point. And it just comes down to how much your side lanes won, right? Like we were talking about Yopaj having to make that call to rotate, but you're up against a Warlock with level 3 Shadow Word, now level 2 in that engagement, and a Marcy with just a value point and Bodyguard. It's just enough to sustain through. Even the stacks. A little bit surprised OG have not been able to build more, although.
Well, here we go again. Yopaj.
May roll.
Well, try for GPK just a little bit. Power Rune does end up spawning bottom anyway, so Save's going to pick up the shield rune for himself. A 3k advantage already for BetBoom, and it's going to get even bigger now. It's BetBoom, they've got plenty of stacks to take, and they'll do so right away, not allowing any kind of intervention from OG. BetBoom again doing fantastic work. Natsumi is top the net worth board for now, but everyone after him, all the cause of BetBoom.
Yeah, and this is just very reminiscent of what we've seen sometimes from OG when they do run this ABBA offlane. Right, like Nico's behind, he's just going to sit and farm. He's going for the Dominator this time around. Look at BetBoom, just constantly aggressive. Another smoke out, trying to apply that pressure onto Natsumi. Maybe Skem cops it at least.
Yeah, have to tank the gank here, Skem. Nothing he can do but ensure Natsumi gets out of there safely. And that he will do. But BetBoom, they'll still happily take whatever they get. And they can just start thinking about moving into that top tier 1. Siege creeps are up. Why not?
Yep. They've got the output. They've got the sustain. They have the additional dominated creep as well from Miero. You don't have any early answers for this on OG. And I would argue that for the most part, if Yopaj is not comfy and trying to burst someone down, you don't really have a game for a long time here on OG. Natsumi is rushing Ags, at least on this carry Beastmaster, so there is an early timing with that. If you can find it relatively quickly, maybe by, say, the 15-minute mark.
Oh, Nico dying another time as he spams the John X5 voice line, which I suppose makes perfect sense because he is dying.
Hey, he was spamming a Yalla. He was spamming yours even when he was dying as well.
Well, he accidentally did, and then I had a chat with him, and he, now he knows.
Stampede
Now
to
that
disengage.
explains the pictures
Easy.
we took a while ago, except that was Tim's, but he probably told his halfling. Still,
I'd never talk badly to Tim's, John.
No.
I can't do that to
good old Tim.
Tim's.
He's a businessman, you know. You have to be proper with him. This is going very properly for BetBoom as well. 6-0 start OG. Not finding anything. And again, it kind of ties back into what you're expecting from playing at this position with your draft. You really have no play. You maybe roar someone. You maybe find these isolated pickoffs if they present themselves at all. But in terms of wider team fight, I mean, you look at BetBoom's draft, they've got Stampede to disengage, re-engage on the chase down that Yopaj might want to bring out. Chaotic Offering to break up the engagement as well. Lots of area control with Pangolier, plus a Hoodwink with Bushwhack. And there's nothing really comparable on the side of OG. I mean, this potential single target pickoff is amazing. It's just not at the point where you can really hope to find anything major. Look at how fast this pushes.
Oh, yeah.
With Kiritich and that Dark Troll Summoner.
Already
Already on
on
the Blade Meal as well on Miero. I mean, this triangle area for BetBoom has just been uncontested. Constant stacking, even more farm to come in, and now the invasion.
Yeah, they're just not allowing anything. Tim's gonna go down while he's getting D-wards off on these camps. He has not been able to stack Jack all. Nico also gonna get cut off by the looks of it. He's got a TP in one. Looks like he's gonna have to commit to the TP away, but they haven't found him anyway. Save is running south though to have a gander. Nico, no, he's going to be all right. BetBoom do not believe he's here any longer, but they're sticking around for the Shrine of Wisdom, of course. They don't really care for the kill right now. They just want to keep this lead going. And it is rather hard for OG because when you're in this position, you don't want to give up Shrines of Wisdom. No. They're going to smoke up. They'll go for the fight. They'll see GPK. Natsumi will be there. Yopaj, meanwhile, seeing Kiritich, can't get the vortex. The body blocks are there. Kiritich gonna get jumped over the Bushwhack. Gonna stop them. Yopaj dropping low in with the Stampede. Kiritich is out. Meanwhile, they'll drop a golem by the shrine. Karaomi will end up going down. GPK, he does get that Shrine of Wisdom anyway. So they lose the Warlock, but I actually don't think that's bad at all.
No. You find a free shrine. You still have your own shrine to take as well. They're applying all this pressure onto OG. Look, for OG,
wala pang ultimate yan.
Nico,
Yun, kakakuha
has
lang.
to be skilled up. GPK, though, is more than happy to keep going with the Rolling Thunder. Nico, he's got no mana for the Aphotic, and they're going to pick him off as well. The confidence from BetBoom to just stick around, knowing they might find a straggler.
I mean, what are they afraid of anyway? Even if you stick around here, like, yeah, the drums are up on Natsumi with the Yags, but again, with all of your control tools here, with all of your damage, your sustain, there's really nothing to be worried about.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Save with this Hoodwink. Setting up perfectly once again. GPK very happy with what he's seeing. I wonder, what do you do in this position? Like, all your farm is on Natsumi. He's got the Ags up now, but he's going to need at least the Blink to be able to blow anyone up. Chances are he's not going to break the gaps.
No.
And even then I worry, like, Natsumi, sure, you get the Blink up. Maybe you blow one person up.
And
but
then what?
Yeah, that's it. That's the crux of the issue right now for the side of OG. And when it comes down to these wider team fights, it's just difficult to see them really killing people fast enough. There's a little bit of a damage issue. There's definitely a control issue overall past controlling one. And so long as BetBoom have these tools like, say, Stampede to bail you out, you see the issues rise up. It takes a massive commitment out from OG to find this.
They're going to miss out on save with the smoke. They've got an app damage in Yopaj. He will see him eventually. He'll go after the Hoodwink. Save does have GPK around. Kiritich is also there somewhere. So they've got to be somewhat cautious in Yopaj. Understanding he can't continue that gank attempt. We'll let him go. But again, big props to BetBoom. They're giving zero opportunity. It's 9-1.
Yep.
They found one kill this whole time, and that was on Karaomi earlier.
Yeah, they're choking them out. BetBoom's just strangling the side of OG. Look at how far forward they're playing. They've got forward boards set up. on that top jungle. The expanded jungle, not quite.
Late game.
They've already contested triangle before. They can just run right in again if they so wish, although they didn't, again, plant wards, but they've got the sentry set to just remove some of that protection. Sneaky ward right around the Shrine of Wisdom to help with ganks. And now, moving forward, at the least Natsumi does manage to bail out.
They got the blink up now on Natsumi. I feel like you have to smoke and make a play with this. BKB, though, on Kiritich is going to make life very hard for this smoke. I don't think they sit back. You've got to make a play, surely, with this blink act.
Yeah, you do. Beautiful picture-in-picture for Cobalt Foreman as well. Whipping away.
Doing God's work. GPK.
Roll.
Oh, they're going to see Natsumi blink away. Tree ward was there. GPK. He'll know the blink is up now, though, so no surprise reveal of that. They'll go after Scam, the easier target on the gyrocopter. Scam has no choice but to just watch himself die. BetBoom, unrelenting 6k net worth advantage. No reason to back yet, but Natsumi seems to think there might be. He'll start with the axes. I don't see a defense though. But apparently just the threat of the axes and the shadow poisons will be enough. There's no creep wave left. They'll let it go. But it does start to feel like, at least for OG, it's a game of biding your time. My problem does become, is Beastmaster better than, say, Marcy in the late game? I think the answer is just no.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe, Jonathan, that if you are OG, in about 10 minutes, you're going to approach the stage where you're going to say, excuse me, Mr. Japoi, I'm going to need you to carry this game.
I think they've been at that point since maybe 6 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah, that's been the state of the game. You know, the side lanes got sacked. Yopaj literally didn't have any action mid, which is a very interesting approach, again, from BetBoom, considering a lot of other teams have been ganking mid to suppress Yopaj, which kind of plays into what he wants, getting that attention for the team. So the side lane weaknesses were completely exposed on the side of OG. They're forced to just farm up. And Yopaj doesn't have that snowball start because there was no action mid, and he couldn't really rotate at that point either to try to have some impact on that storm. 10-1, 6k lead, BetBoom. Just growing bigger and bigger. You've got the full Daedalus lining up for Kiritich next into that Crystallis first, of course, but once you get there, I mean, that damage is just overwhelming. Yeah, you've got a couple of saves on OG, but it just doesn't feel like it cuts it. Not compared to Stampede plus Chaotic Offering to bail you out. The Shadow Word healing has been magnificent from Kataomi. He hasn't even eaten his Black Grimoire. It's still there.
Unbelievable performance here from Kataomi. You've never seen something like this before.
No. Look at that.
How long does he hold?
I think you just never pop it. It's send a message. Send a message. This is what's wrong with this. If you're winning, you know, yeah, it's just going to sit there.
Don't need it.
If you're losing, all right, you get one charge. Whoop-de-doo, you get Chaotic Offering, and that's all your facet does. Great.
My favorite facet.
Good stuff.
My favorite. Hype now up on Miero. They're going to go for a smoke up as 4. BetBoom wrapping around through the river into the Dire jungle. Tim's in position to break the smoke if they do come towards the mid lane. They will not, though. It seems as though BetBoom, they'll set up perhaps the Tormentor. OG not interested in a fight right now, of course. And indeed, BetBoom, they'll take the Torment. Meanwhile, OG, they'll take the mid-tier 1 tower. OG certainly not interested in trying to force anything around the Tormentor right now. Just trying to avoid the side of BetBoom the best they possibly can. Nico, does he retreat? They're coming.
Sayang!
Twin gate usage from BetBoom. Nico will retreat. Yopaj is also there in the Radiant jungle farming. He'll be okay. It seems as though OG predicting that perhaps BetBoom are going to be thinking about the Roshan attempt. They're sitting there triangle for now. Just keep all the waves pushed out. That's exactly what they'll do. BetBoom for now not trying for Roshan. They've got lanes to sort out at the moment.
Yep.
But it is literally just a game of cat and mouse right now in this game 1.
I mean, look, we're slowly approaching some power spikes on OG. Natsumi still maintaining farm parity with Kiritich.
Oh, they're going?
I mean, there's just no contest right now. OG just can't fight into the pit. So you just take every objective you can on BetBoom, and OG just has to sit back and allow it to happen. You do have the Orchid up on Nico as well, going into the blink. So there's a little bit more control that could catch you off guard. Maybe not someone like Kiritich who does have the BKB, but certainly a way to stop GPK. Maybe stop the heals from coming out from Kataomi. Maybe stop the Stampede from Miero. Again, get a little bit of that damage flowing here somehow on OG. They'll need more than just that Orchid. And it's just more time at this point that they have to sit back and relax for. The Opage very close to BKB. So the Storm could sustain through a little bit more in those frontline engagements. It's just that I just don't know how you back up Yopaj well enough. Again, Natsumi with Blink is a start, and he's very close to his BKB now, actually, all things considered here on our Beastmaster. So that's going to be the key timing. The BKB up on Natsumi, the Blink on Nico, and Yopaj's BKB, which is almost done as well. If OG can't take a fight off of this debuff immunity, then I don't see a way to fix it. You know, you've got to win with these BKB spikes when they are up. And if you don't, well, I guess it's something to look at the drawing board again.
It's so terrifying, though. Like, you look at Kiritich, he's going to have a Daedalus up soon.
Yeah.
Blink into the Basher. That's when Marcy gets really ridiculous, when you just get perma-stun the whole time. But Daedalus, of course, not going to be very fun to have to play against for OG. Kiritich having the freest game of his life right now on the Marcy, 3-0-1. Absolutely zero pressure has been applied to this man.
Dominated.
And again, if you are OG, you're just trying to avoid a fight. I don't really understand what kind of power spike they're looking for, in fairness, but there's got to be one.
I mean, there's that BKB for Natsumi, BKB for Yopaj is up. So the tools are there. Maybe, again, they want Nico to get his Blink up first, to have this Abaddon just run forward, cop all the attention, just pop borrowed time manually if you get broken, and hope for the best from there. Hope that the distraction is large enough. Scam providing a bit of a distraction here.
It is what it is, Scam. Gonna get caught. GPK, though, gonna jump in, but a quick roll-up is out from GPK.
Pilas? Oh my goodness.
Natsumi finally able to use that Blink Act. Gets the hell out of there. So will Tims. And Skem actually walks out as well. So the free Gyrocopter kill, not so free after all.
That's a pretty big swing.
Kiritich. This could be big if Kiritich could find Yopaj. He won't, though. He'll show mid lane. That'll be all Shiro. Kiritich will be fine.
Yeah, but major swing for OG. Not enough to force to drag this game back, but you're seeing that potential. Again, if you can find isolated heroes out from BetBoom, pick and choose your targets, you do have the output. It's just BetBoom have to split apart, and they have to be careful about that. Look at how they're playing around Kiritich. He's never running alone. He's got both supports right by him, ensuring that no one's going to get that jump on Marcy. You have to be cautious about those other cores, though. It's hard to see that happening to Miero with a pipe up. So it does feel like everything lined up. GPK is your ideal target at this point for OG. And for OG, I think you just need that, what, maybe 2 or 3 more times, and that actually evens out the game if you find those kinds of pickoffs. So BetBoom have to kind of maintain this position of power and not give anything away, right? Like, it's at this point, it's BetBoom's game to lose almost.
Yeah, it certainly feels that way right now. BetBoom, they are grouped up mid lane. 1 minute 20 on the Aegis left, so they can at least try for this tier 2 mid tower. OG does not seem like they will try to defend it. It's probably not worth their time, in fairness. Let the tier 2 tower go. Keep the farm game going while you're at it. The question is, do BetBoom want to risk for the high ground? And I think the answer is just going to be an outright no. Not worth it. Kind of like you said, John, it's their game to lose. You don't need to take these risks.
No. I mean, you maintain that 5K lead still at 25 minutes in. It's not as massive as you'd expect it to be, for sure. Like, it is still somewhat manageable overall. And, you know, your age is set to expire. You might as well just wait for next Roche.
Okay. They might go after him again. Natsumi's just north of him. If he shows himself, it could be very bad for GPK. He's got help around him. Miero's coming. So is Kataomi. This could be bait now. GPK. Roar is there. GPK though! He runs too quick! The bait was lame, but they forgot the trap!
Yup. Yeah. I mean, look, I thought it would be a rough move because there's a tier 1 right there. Again, the burst window, once you get the Roar off, is just massive still onto the Pangolier, especially since you weren't quite there in time for Miero to even use the pipe.
Heritage, they're moving over. Skem's going to get vision here. Page around. They're not going to be close enough, though. Heritage does sense he might have been in a bit of danger. Gets out of there.
And that's 1 out of, what, 4 kills? Right? That I was saying to even out the game. Every single time you get picked off like that 1 by 1, it just balances it back. OG start to get more opportunities to get more of these items up. Damage starts to go up. Shiva's coming out next for Natsumi. You know, more utility out in force, going for the full Blood Torrent. Has that Blink Dagger up. Could look for even more utility as well down the line. Maybe some more control. We've seen him go for Sight of Vice before. Radiance wouldn't be too bad into the Marcy either. It's just a little bit slow. So there is a light here for OG. And for BetBoom, again, they have the lead. It's not massive at this point. 4K at 27 is still significant. It's just not as significant as it would have been 10 minutes ago. Very much playable for OG now. And the one thing that's missing for BetBoom is they have been clumping up.
There you go. Natsumi jumps in. Can he get the kill in time? He can.
Yeah,
nice and easy.
Like this, like they're splitting the map. They're not committing together.
That was a mega kill streak too.
Yeah.
Gave away. That's not. Yeah, that can be a little bit dangerous when your supports get those streaks.
It is, and now it's what, 2 out of 4 required kills. They're halfway in. Again, lead is growing lower and lower.
They're on a GPK. Nico feeling confident now will move in, and GPK needs some help. Miero, he's not going to make it in time. They'll try to punish though Kiritic. Oh, the Mangabi as well. Mangabi, he watches from above.
Mangabi, wah, patay.
Kiritic gets the BKB in time, Yopaj. He can zip out of there. Smoke up, they know the BKB's down. They smell blood in the water here, OG. Mangabi has blessed them, Jonathan.
Mangabi lang.
Kiritic, he's the big dog. He's the one you really want. And he's down. Kiritic is gone.
Patay, silence.
Miero, run.
Oh my God, OG is doing it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Natsumi not going to find the raw. And OG.
Oh my God.
I mean,
would you look at that, Jonathan?
Again, in the position you were in for BetBoom, all you had to do was wait for next Roshan.
Yes, buy time.
And they just couldn't. They worked the map. Yes, they're trying to be efficient, split it apart. But that's where OG can start to pick around, pick and choose these fights, look for these pickoffs. And they're in control now. 10-7 3K lead, tier 2 falls. Map control not fully equalized, let's be fair here. But just look at the beauty of that re-engage, disengage. They take that fight bot, instantly all the control in the world onto Kiritic. BKB doesn't really do much for him at the tail end of it. And you just don't have those saving options. They already blew the Golem way earlier on. They already blew Stampede as well. No bailout options. And boy, oh boy, BetBoom, they've been splitting apart too much. Their strength has been in this team fight. They've just given up on that for a while.
They just lost the Courier with the gem on it too. So OG's got 2 gems now. And that's just a horrible feeling. You buy out a gem and immediately get sniped. Oh, no, that's not good. That is, I actually feel kind of bad. That's not good. And I feel bad because it's happened to me, John. I do it all the time.
Happens to the best, as you know, as you are, Mike Phoenix. There you go.
I appreciate that, John. See, this is why we hired you, John. You understand me like nobody else does. Shout out to my wife. Top lane. Nico. He's going to be all right. They'll pop the Stampede to allow Karaomi a way out of it. He's fine.
But it feels so scary when you have to pop Stampede for your support now, because we've seen in a minute and a half, OG, they find stragglers. So now you lose your escape mechanism. If Natsumi and Yopaj connect together again, or even just Force and Yopaj, like literally anyone plus Yopaj, they're just gone.
You're in deep water now. You are in deep water now. The seas are off, Jonathan. BetBoom. I hope they've taken swimming lessons. OG, they're coming. They are coming. Yopaj, she's going to bait them in, force a fight, save. He's the one to get caught. GPK with the Rolling Thunder will go on to Nico. Nico's fighting Natsumi. He's looking for a roar. He finds Kiritic rather. They've got the Marcy. The Golem drop. They're going to save Kiritic. Is now Natsumi. Needs to get out of there. They'll lose Nico. Natsumi, surrounded, is going to go down. BetBoom. They'll return the favor. Not yet, they say.
No. And that's a big difference. This time they've got their entire unit together. They managed to get a good chaotic offering. They bait out that borrowed time earlier from Nico. It just melts afterwards once it fades away. And now you've got your opportunity for Roshan. And for BetBoom, it just feels like this game should be simpler. All you have to do is stick as 5. And if someone gets jumped, you have a lot of ways of bailing them out. Chaotic offering, Stampede, Shadow Word healing.
Tim's is trying to keep vision. Roshan is low. Yopaj, does he have a TP to try and steal? Doesn't seem like it. Roshan will go free to the BetBoom. Second Roshan of the game for them. Now, I'll tell you what, it was looking very scary for BetBoom after those previous engagements. But they do claw their way back now in an even game. Just a 1k advantage for them. Karaomi, or rather Kiritich, keep mixing it up. Kiritich, he's not going to get the rebound. No. My apologies. Sometimes, you know, my brain doesn't work, Jonathan. My apologies to Karaomi and Kiritich for constantly switching them.
You know, it's 2Ks can be confusing, right?
In fairness, nobody remembers my name. Tim's gonna get caught. GPK. Nice little pick off. No follow-up. They'll just watch Tim's die. Scam? What's the idea, Mr. Skemberlu?
Just poke. You know, send a message, make them back off, test the waters. Since GPK doesn't back off, they know, you know, it probably has backup surrounding. Yopaj is still fairly far forward here, though. And he does have a BKB at least, so he can afford to play a little bit riskier on the Storm. At the side of BetBoom, I like seeing this change, right? Like, they're just moving as a unit. If they want to control an area of the map, they will move literally everyone across the map to get that done. Nico.
Oh, Nico. Save. No. Such a nuisance, but a nice blink away. Kiritich chasing him down. Stampede actually popped. He couldn't believe it for a second there, Kiritich.
Double bounty.
So Stampede kind of wasted. They've still got the Aegis, so chances are OG won't try to force a fight with the Stampede down. No. It's back to biding your time. Drag out the Aegis timer as now Karaomi. Free shot for the Warlock.
Yeah. Oh, he did eat his book now, by the way. Yeah, to get that level 15 talent. Get the upheaval off.
Massive impact with that talent, I'll tell you.
Wow, right? what a
huge
Black Grimoire.
Huge impact. Oh, too much. That's probably how they won that last fight. What were you thinking about? He popped it. That was it. It was all over.
Got the
hello, sound check.
I would have been terrified if I saw him fight. Goodness. Scam. BetBoom still chasing. That's a little arcane room.
Kaya pa yan.
Scam.
Oy, denied.
Baited with it. Denied off by Scam. Sharpshooter is going to land though, and Kiritich is within range. Miero is too.
Wala. Dead.
So Scam gets the arcane denied, but it is going to cost his own life.
Yeah, but you have to ask yourself now on BetBoom. Yes, this is the ideal way to play to not get picked off.
Yes.
Are you giving out too much ground control to the side of OG? Because Yopaj is working onto his Ags on the Storm.
Okay.
You've got a refresh being queued up for Natsumi.
Did you say Ags, John?
Yeah.
The blue hole.
The blue hole coming out soon for good old Yopaj because he has to carry this game himself as it does end up.
We'll get the
Lincolns. Every now and
Lincolns.
again, the side of Vice we were talking about for Nico coming next as well.
They're going. No messing around here. BetBoom. Rolling Thunder is wasted. They've still got a Roshan banner. They've still got an Aegis up on Kiritich. They want to go. They should at least be able to secure one lane.
Tatalon ako dyan.
There
Teams.
is a chance of a defense. TPs are incoming. And in fact, that's going to be enough. BetBoom will take a T3. They don't want to risk it.
Back.
They will respect OG. Now, if they try hard enough, they might find Natsu. That'd be absolutely massive if they could. But
Natsumi, nag-iisa ka
playing
dyan.
his drums in the tree line.
Oh,
Nico.
haba doon.
Nico paused.
Nico paused. Strategizing muna.
What can you say, you know? I was happy.
Don't make me expose you, John. You send all the players your voice line so they can advertise it for you.
Hey, I sent yours as well, you know?
Only because I asked you to.
Hey,
it's the first time you didn't. And
yeah,
I was like, what do you mean?
And I did, you know? Like,
Close.
There you go.
51 to 49%, John.
Even stone, relatively. And again, the question still stands. Refresh for Natsumi not too far off. He's just holding up
Then,
for buyback as
ayaw,
well.
ba't pakita yung
You've got
ano,
Force again
items?
going into the site of Vice, the blue hole eventually coming
Kasi
out
hindi ko
here in
nakita kung sino
control.
yung may
The stall
Lincolns.
tactics coming in. Look at Nico pulling back that creep waves. If we've seen
Scare
a lot of
tactics.
Dominator players do. Look at that.
Stomp, stomp,
Beautiful,
stomp.
Big beautiful creep wave. Not able to really go up on the racks.
Don't say big beautiful, John. I get PTSD. My portfolio still hasn't recovered. Don't say those words to me. Don't.
Never sell. Let them liquidate you, Mikey.
That's right.
Never sell.
As Warren Buffett would say. Scare him.
Tipi. Hindi kaya.
Gonna get
Swap.
caught out. We'll go down.
You know, I wanted to raise this up a while ago. You know, we're just waiting for something to happen while Aegis is still running for 20 seconds.
Yes.
A pretty massive push is going to come in.
Ayan na,
mid, though.
Abyssal.
Gonna hold that thought,
Dami
John.
yan.
Hold that thought.
Jeez.
Nico. Tomato.
Oy, oy,
She's gonna
kapos.
jump in. Couple
Kapos.
punches towards the racks. You're only missing Scam though. It's not exactly the biggest opening for BetBoom.
Okay, expired na.
Expiring, they don't see
No.
Wala,
risk
BB
necessary.
team. Di na
It's
mag-iwalay yung
2
mga yan. Kasi kanina napipick off
One
lang
match
sila.
is not going to change the game, right?
No. Not at this point. So we're starting to go into that comfort zone for OG, back into that long game average stats.
Yes.
And I want to say,
Our
well,
comfort zone.
Para daw may
Our
comeback.
comfort zone.
yeah, our comfort zone too.
Yeah.
Good way to start. We had a pretty early first half. Here we are in the second half. Who knows?
Yo,
Who knows how it
refresher
goes?
ba
You're
yan?
all very welcome.
Yes, you're getting value. You're getting value because how much more minutes are you getting per game? It's insane value.
We might be the most valued advertising casters ever. There's no way these sponsors aren't like these guys got a cast every game. They're 2 hours every game.
Yeah, you can
One
keep
XBet,
showing
they've
everything,
shown
yeah.
like 2,000 odds now.
Yeah.
One XBet.
We can keep getting records broken, debts keep popping up, you know, have that pop up.
Absolutely.
I wanted to say, you know, you said Gabby would be watching from above. I'm pretty sure he's literally watching.
From above.
And I'm wondering if
Eh,
we're
manga!
No, Gabby doesn't mute us.
he actually
Oh.
doesn't.
Well, you know, there was that one time with Cuckoo, you know, I'm not there was that one time, John.
True.
My favorite.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Sleep
I
on
still
stream
can't.
na
Very
ako.
gem. I know. It's interesting. It's different, you know. It's scary.
Sleeping
Wasn't
during
the first
stream.
time Cuckoo false promised, you know.
Pag pikit
Told me
ko,
this is
comeback
the
yan.
BGI. That was funny, Cuckoo. Anyway, moving on.
There was an interesting stat show.
Oh no, please don't get upset. I love
Joke
Cuckoo.
lang.
Please
No,
don't get
no.
upset. The Cuckoos get so upset with me.
Yeah, there was a very funny stat from the Cuckoos that came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the Cuckoos, but there was a good meme.
Hmm.
You know, Cuckoo joins say T1, it disappears. What's out? Cuckoo joins Blacklist, eventually disappears.
The Reaper, what they call him, the Filipino
The
Reaper,
curse.
John.
May curse.
The Talon's gone.
That's what they call him. The Reaper.
He's Godfather. You mess with him, he's gonna end you.
Trust me, it didn't start in Indonesia. The Reaper was here in the Philippines first. He was always there.
Oh, we love you, Cuckoo. I miss that man.
Just don't let him choose Oracle.
Maybe someday we'll, yeah, you know, maybe we'll see the Cuckoos here someday. That would be cool. You
That's
know?
very funny, John.
And then I could bring mangoes.
Uy!
We'd have free mangoes here.
Do you think Gabby would say hello to me for once? You know what? If Gabby's watching, Gabby,
Yeah.
explain to your viewers, the big fans of MLP Dota. You've seen me 2-3 times now. You say hello to John. I see you. No. He looks at me. I know he sees me. And he doesn't say a word. He walks off like a cool guy. Gabby, explain to your viewers, the big fans of MLP, the guy that basically started your career, Gabby. Explain to them why you still haven't paid me the respect of coming and shaking my hand.
You're too handsome for him, you know?
I know I'm handsome,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
But I like Gabby. Yeah,
Suplado
I
sa
like
personal
Gabby.
eh.
Yeah, but I can't be the first one to say hello, John. I'm older than him. It's a respect thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You are old. You've outed yourself there,
shut up.
Mikey.
Shut up. GPK.
Huli. Oh my
Grand scheme of
goodness.
things, is this old?
Jump. Oh,
Oy!
Natsumi.
Patay! Instant bash!
Natsumi. He's in trouble. Jump in again. Miera.
Oh my god. Boy pa! Refresher! Oh my god! Heal!
Save him. The workhorse, it's there. Keratin
Nice
still
save.
racing for the horse, but Miera's
Buhay
gone.
pa! Ay! Sayang.
Natsumi's down.
Come on! Come
Keratin.
on!
Keratin just down a bone. Yopaj saving the day again.
My goodness.
Somehow
How
that
did
man
you
about
win that?
Samoa, his back must be sore. That's why they call
Kahol
him the
mo.
idol.
Hulin mo, hulin mo, hulin
That's
mo.
all for Idols. Still chasing a little bit on to save. Not gonna
Ah,
be
hindi
able to get
naabot
that chase,
yan.
but boy, oh boy, that fight could not start
Grabe,
any worse
nice
for OG.
save yan.
You know, if you just lose Skem, like all right, Skem dies again. Who cares? He's a gyrocopter support at 41 minutes. In, not significant. And then Natsumi jumps in without preemptively popping his BKB. Gets the roar, forced to refresh, chain stunned again. All the saves start coming, and you see that potential team fight coming out there from BetBoom. Like again, it starts. All right, Skem's dead. Who cares?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, maybe you reset, but no. Natsumi
What are you doing,
does
Natsumi?
BKB, gets him whistled up. Does
What are you
manage to get
doing?
Control back, and then does manage to roar, but doesn't really affect anything. Then he gets held up. And
Nice save. Ganda nung save yun, no?
Savior.
The idol, Jobson, as they call him these days. The two-time back-to-back.
That he is. And it still looked rough. I mean, you the workhorse, you get that added attack range on melee, so you can reach out. Just not enough with how disruptive Yopaj is at that point. With how many saves are coming in. Tim's again.
Hindi naabot.
That out as well with a lot of disruptions coming out. And once more,
Come on, get it.
OG drag this game back. Back their way.
Abot pa, sino walang buyback?
17 to 11. I'm pretty sure
Bigyan nyo kay Yopaj.
Seven No-Tail are having a fun time with this one.
Absolutely. Shout out to Seth. Because he likes his job. We met Seth. No-Tail, you've seen us many times outside. I apologize for not talking to you. So I'm starstruck. I apologize.
Yeah.
Next time, I promise.
Oh, may cheese pa.
He's playing the
Refresher.
game right now. No Tim.
Double
That's what we call
BKB.
him. Changes his name, of course, after winning TI twice. Jobson, Anatsumi, Skeb.
And there's no Nico?
We'll figure it out, Nico.
Nikax?
We'll figure it out, Nico. Just give us a bit. Give us a... Can
They'll do
help
it.
us with the Jerax.
Yeah,
I can't.
They'll figure it out. You guys know what you're doing. Just like OG knows.
Nerax doesn't sound nice. Nerax? No, that's not.
Chico?
Anatsumi. Ana.
No.
OG Anatsumi.
Shut up. Shut up. It burns me too, because you made more money than me on the Bronze Knights this year. You know, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I don't need the money.
Yeah.
But I just don't like losing. I just don't like losing.
The sad thing is he took my suggestion for the voice.
You sabotaged me. You literally told me what to do too.
I was like, it was like, hey Mike, did you think of something? It's like, no. And I was like, just something you would say to your kid.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
thanks.
You know, yeah, I couldn't think anything.
Sagal mo tapos sentok na ako. Buti nakakambak pa. Show us the percentage. Status.
You know what? I'm gonna save all of our work, and someday, when your kids are old enough, I'm gonna show them.
My kids understand. They have a father that's great. They need to impress their father. It's as simple as that. They have an easy life, and I spoil the crap. They've got like $1 million worth of toys in there. Trust me.
Oh, eto. Here we go. BKB. Oy, Bash! Abyssal! Backup is coming. Ayan na. Patay na. Hindi mo. Nice save. Nako, oh. Walang disruption. Walang buyback. Hindi, wala. Oh my god, that crit and that bash. Ubus kayo dyan. Triple buyback. Wala na iwan. Luge.
Losing a fight, Anatsumi.
Anatsumi.
Down to the bottom lane.
This is almost the
Sayang
same issue we
ages.
saw with BetBoom when they were winning earlier on, right? Like you end up just going out in the lanes, feeling ultra confident about yourself, and the backup wasn't really there for Natsumi. They were working the map. Yopaj had to TP in, everyone had to TP in to try to bail out their Beastmaster, and a costly mistake to just be maybe a little bit more exposed than you'd want to be on your pause one. That's the kind of position you'd look for in your supports. Soak up that creep wave, shove it back, you stick in the jungle, you stay in that safety net. And Natsumi gets a very painful reminder as to why he probably shouldn't be doing that once more.
Pang reposition na ng Warlock.
BetBoom and maintain for themselves now a 5K.
What's the win probability?
Oh yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Where is it?
Probability.
It's up and down.
Bring the graph up, please.
There we
Oh,
are.
lamang pa rin. Lamang pa OG.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what, OG? Maybe lose another fight. Maybe. Don't lose the fight. Don't lose the fight. DOTA Plus has no idea what it's doing.
Yeah, look at that graph.
DOTA
A bit of a
Plus.
roller coaster ride coming out there. And quite the roller coaster for Southeast Asian fans watching at, I don't know, 10 p.m. Very energy up. Oh, it is.
10:30 na SCA.
The Philippines?
Very much so.
Antok na mga tao.
Newscasters used to
Nanonood
say,
pa rin.
"Magandang gabi, bayan."
Magandang gabi,
I don't
bayan.
know if that's copyrighted.
Hey, can you
Hopefully.
like speak
That's
Filipino properly, please? Like that's a horrible accent.
Ah, yeah. You know, when I heard RCY speaking Filipino, I thought, he just sounds like me. And I was like, this is how I sound? Oh,
It was
that's
pretty bad, ladies and gentlemen.
That's rough.
RCY. Might have to revoke the citizenship from RCY depending on his results.
He is American now, so we can't revoke that.
Well, we can always take him back, John. We can always take him back. Depends on the results for RCY. It's up to you. Ball's in your
Yeah,
court, mate.
mid.
BetBoom. We go again. Big smoke
40
up. They want the mid
minutes.
lane. Nico and Tims. They are around the area. Save. He's been very good with these initiations. They do look to retreat. Tims.
Oh, nice sight.
They saw him. What an ops place. Save.
Grabe.
I hate these guys. This guy's hoodwink so much. I hate it.
Quick
'Cause I
hands.
can never be as good. No, I can never be as good.
Again, he's a little bit of a nerd in a very good way. No buyback for Tim's. Had to buy back to try to bail out a while ago, of course, on Natsumi. And now the mid should fall.
Heritage.
Wala, basag na yung mid.
Nico, he's not gonna have it. In fact, Natsumi has jumped in.
Patay pilas agad, my God!
He's down.
Ano gagawin mo?
He's still got his BKB as well. He's got to commit it. Nico's in trouble though.
Ano gagawin mo dyan?
Nico's down 5
GG, Gabe 1.
It's not
Good
the
game.
time, Nico. Someone disconnect Nico's keyboard.
Wala.
Keratic stunned up there for a second, but they're not willing to jump. In fact, they will. Yopaj, Vortex in the back. But how does he do it himself? Surely he can't. And he won't, but he's out of mana. Keratic.
Ako, ayan na. Triple stun. Ano? Triple stun.
Yopaj still trying to run with GPK. He's just protecting him up. OG, they're out of gas. They need to get back to the
Walang
fountain.
mana.
But GPK, he's not allowing it. He'll take down Yopaj.
GG, walang buyback.
Scam is gonna boot.
GG.
And that might be
Alright.
all she wrote. GG's called. Game 1
Game 1.
will go the way of BetBoom.
Okay.
And
Mga
OG, there was
SCA
a moment-
fans, tulugan na.
there was a moment throughout the mid-game
Di
where it
kaya
felt like
magpuyat.
they were back in control. But at the end of the day, a couple of awkward deaths on their beast, and well, suddenly, Jonathan, BetBoom, they capitalize.
Yeah, it just feels like a lot of this game 1 was down to both sides making a few mistakes. In the end, OG just makes a few more mistakes here.
Absolutely. What's not a mistake, Jonathan, though, is our panel.
Alright.
Thank you very much, Mike and John. I will say that this game, at the start of it, I thought, wow, this is gonna be a quick one. But then we remembered the big team always wins early, and then it gets a little shaky. And OG,
Just
they used that.
how we predicted.
It's just how we predicted it.
Yeah, this is
Good
the
night
team
na.
does
Ko
one
na
of the
kaya
strongest,
tuloy.
might be, like the second strongest team, I would say, that's still left in the tournament in terms of how fast they can play.